Hey YouTube, Penguin here, going to be doing my first Nintendo NES review today on the one and only Fire and Ice by Tecmo. This game is a really addictive puzzle game, and it's actually the prequel to Solomon's Key, if you've ever played Solomon's Key. And it's also known as Solomon's Key 2 in Europe and Japan. Have a good look at it, and we're going to find out today just how addictive this game really is.
Alright, here we go. We're going to be doing a review on Fire and Ice, a game made by Tecmo in 1993. And it starts off a long time ago. There was an ice island far to the north. And this was called Acquainted Island, which it kind of reminds me of a mint chocolate chip ice cream. But there's all these wonder fairies that live there. I don't know. It seems kind of gay, but whatever. Then one day, this big evil wizard dude named Riddle sent flame monsters here. And of course, the island's made of ice, so as you can imagine, flames would not be good to have on an ice island. So, what is this? What happens? Look, there's me, the penguin in the center with the little hat. But there was a queen of winter fairies here, and she chose this little wizard named Dana, who doesn't look very capable to do anything, but you'd be surprised. Wait. Is that Princess Zelda? No, that can't be. Man, they ripped this off. They ripped this off bad. But whatever. Princess Zelda here is putting you in command of the ice magic. And here we have Fire and Ice. It starts off actually by this grandmother telling her kids a story about this, and it's been passed on from generation to generation, of course. Like an old Irish song. But it's not really Irish, it's more Icelandish since it's an ice island. But this is where the beginning of the game starts. This is the map screen right here. And there's, I think, 8 or 9 different worlds. And there's Dana right there. And what you do is you push around these ice blocks like that to take out the fire. And you also have a wand that you can use. So you can make ice blocks, and you can also make them disappear, which we'll see that a little bit later. It starts out pretty easy, and it gets a lot more difficult as you advance through the game. It's quite addicting. If you're into puzzle games, this is definitely one to pick up. I like how he jumps up and down when you destroy all the flames in there. Alright, moving into round 1-3 here. See, they're getting a little more difficult, but not too bad yet. You haven't had to make any new ice blocks or anything, just pushing them around really is all you have to do right now. This one's kind of cool looking. Just move out of the way and they all automatically collapse. Let's see if I can find a good example. There's 2 different kinds of ice. Like, you see the parts of the ice where it's connected to the wall, there's like frost on it. Those are ones that are freestanding and they're movable. The blocks that are not connected to the wall are ones that can free fall, like you just saw there. Which, if you want to move a block around and it's connected to a wall, you have to make a block next to it and then evaporate and melt the block that's connecting it to the wall so that it'll drop, like right here. And right here I'll move that one and those will fall and destroy all that fire. But alright, this is where it starts getting a little tricky. This one requires a little bit of thinking. Not as much as some of the other hard levels. Once you start playing this game, I guarantee you will not want to put it down. I had actually never played this before, and one of my friends recommended it to me. I picked it up, and I've been addicted to it ever since. And it's not quite as addictive as Tetris, but pretty damn close. And it's actually pretty rare to find this game, which they do show up on eBay from time to time, and expect to pay between $30 and $40 for the cartridge alone, and more than that if you want a boxed copy of it, which I only have a used cartridge right now. I haven't picked up the box for this yet. On to stage 8. You can see it's getting a little tricky. So now I gotta push this block over there and take out that fire, otherwise if I fall down there I'll burn myself really bad. Last stage here before the boss castle. This one looks really cool when you knock it down here. This one takes a little bit of strategy. You push that block over there. And then before you make those blocks fall, you want to push one over to the other side to get rid of that flame in the corner there. So pop that one over, take that one out. Then I'm going to put a brick on top of this corner right here, so we can drop down when I let go. That one was sweet. Now we get to move on to the boss, which the first boss is pretty easy. It's actually a little timed labyrinth. And some of the other bosses get trickier, where you have to actually take out moving flames and solve puzzles. Here's the little jester guy. Haha! Can you get out of my labyrinth? What do you think? I'm Dana, bitch. I'm the Emerald Mage. Of course I can. But here you are, you've got to take out these flames while the floor underneath you is rising up. And if it touches you, you'll burn up and die. But as you can see, this one's pretty simple. You just got to make your way up to the top and then drop ice on this one out here, which is a little easier to push over. And there you have it. That was the first boss. And this is just a little look at the game. But there's more to come later in the rest of the game, so if you've liked what you've seen so far, check out the game and stay tuned for the next week. Penguin NintendoAge, signing off.